Alright guys, it's another FPL Updates video, and today is the second draft of our squad. This is the team we're going to be going into the game with, well, the 15 players. Now, you saw the first draft. Thank you so much for all of the people who watched it, and all the people who left a comment. Of course, a first draft is never perfect, so do bear with me. But I've read every comment left on that video, and I've taken lots of advice on board, and put together a second draft, hopefully closer to what we're going to be competing with when the season begins. So let's go through the changes. Now, in goal, it's the same two goalkeepers. I'm aware Jakupovic has picked up an injury, but then again, who hasn't picked up an injury at Hull City? And as a second goalkeeper, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And when he is fit, he should be playing again. Now, a lot of people said in the comments that my defence was too expensive and that was, restricting me in other areas of the field. So what I've done is I've brought in some good defenders, but cheaper defenders. So we've still got Ashley Williams. I brought in Johnny Evans of West Brom, and I've brought in Eric Peters of Stoke and Kone from Sunderland. Now, not the best defenders in the world, I know, but Evans under Tony Pulis at 4.5 will get a job done. Same with Eric Peters at 4.5 for Stoke City, and they faced Middlesbrough, I think, on the opening day. And Kone was absolutely immense for Big Sam Sunderland in their quest to stay up. And that's freed up some funds, so hopefully those defensive choices are much better for your liking. They're much better for my liking, and the cheap defenders do seem to be the way to go forward so far. As for my midfield, it's still the same. Mahrez, Feghouli, Mkhitaryan, Sigurdsson and Guardiola. Of course, I've got the cheap fifth midfield option there. We saw what Guardiola did in the FA Cup. I'm not going to say I'm going to play him every week, but yeah, of course he's not that great, but 4.5, I needed someone cheap to go there. It's the same midfield. I'm pretty happy with that midfield. I think Mahrez is brilliant if he stays at Leicester. Feghouli at 5.5, you just can't argue with. Mkhitaryan, some star quality there at Man United. Sigurdsson just signed a new four-year deal at the Liberty Stadium, and I've already spoken about Guardiola. But yeah, I think the midfield is pretty solid. That brings me on to the attack. Now, Aguero's still there. Last time we had Rondon and Musa, and a lot of people were saying Musa was risky at his price because he hadn't played in the Premier League before, and Rondon was not that great a striker. What we've done is we have gone mad on the quality. We've got now two strikers here, both above £11 million. Alongside Aguero sits Zlatan, the man himself, Ibrahimovic. Now, Ibrahimovic scored that brilliant bicycle kick in a friendly for Manchester United, and just watching him, I think he might blow the Premier League away. I was a bit sceptical about the quality of the league, the jump from the French league, but if you watch that friendly, guys, and I do suggest watching the highlights of Ibrahimovic's friendly, his performance against Man United, I think they won 5-2 in the end. Absolutely breathtaking. I know it's just a friendly, but this guy's got real world-class quality, and they got him for free, remember. I think he's going to do really well, and they're playing Bournemouth on the opening day with all respect, with the likes of Mkhitaryan and maybe even Paul Pogba helping him out. I've got to get Ibra involved. It's a much better option, with all respect again, than Rondon. And I've got Fabio Borini at 5.5. Again, cheap striker, but a good striker. And Sunderland will look to stay up. Borini should be key in that. He takes penalties, I believe, for the club. And, of course, better than Rondon and Musa, I think. Bearing in mind we've got Zlatan in there. So that's closer to what we're going to be going into game week 1 with. The lineup will be in a different video, but I'm very happy with what I've got here. I've got quality, I've got good defenders, I've got the best goalie in the league, I've got the best player in the league, I've got one of the best strikers in the world, 2 of the best strikers in the world. Very, very happy indeed. And hopefully going forward, it's going to be brilliant. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the second draft in comparison to the first draft. Again, leave your comments, leave your advice. I'd love to hear from you. Positive or negative, let me know. Thanks for watching, and drop a like if you enjoyed it.